Welcome back, guys. Max Weigand here. So today, let's discuss goal setting, and specifically, I'm going to share with you why you should be setting and writing down your goals every single day. Now, I first learned this idea about a year and a half ago from Dr. Gary Latham, who's one of the world's leading researchers and scientists in the fields of goal setting and motivation. So for the last 50 years, he has studied what sets apart the people that actually, set and achieve goals from the rest. What sets apart the people that really feel motivated and driven every single day from the people that don't. And so one of the things that he shared with me is his daily ritual of setting 5 goals. Meaning every single day, if he's done this for the last 50 years or so, when he wakes up, he writes down the 5 things that he must get done that day in order to have a great day. Now, on the typical work day, that may be anything related to the particular project he's working on, right? The most important, most valuable thing he can do that day. Maybe I'm going to exercise today. I may, connect with a loved one really deeply and intimately today. Whatever it is. It may also be on a random Sunday when he's not working that he writes down, today I'm going to work out, I'm going to have fun with my spouse, I'm going to see a sunrise or sunset, whatever it is, right? That really matters to you. But the reason this is important is because when we set our goals, we really dictate our lives. We take control of it and actually take charge of who we're being and what we're creating in that moment. So I'm going to give you guys 3 key benefits that you get from setting and writing down your goals every single day before we dive really deep then into how exactly you can make this happen, how exactly you can implement this ritual into your daily life. So the first key benefit that you get from writing down your goals every single day is you create clarity and intention. Vague intentions lead to vague results, but rare clarity and intentions are the breeding ground of excellence and high performance. This is really a key idea here. If you want to create rare results in your life, whatever area, whether that's your happiness and mental health, whether it's your relationships, your business, your impact, your health and fitness, your contribution, whatever that may be, you need rare levels of clarity and intention around who you want to be. And most people simply don't have that. Most people don't know exactly the results they're after. They don't know exactly what they're trying to achieve. They don't know exactly who they need to be today in order to be, become the person they want to be. And so setting down your goals every single day and then really writing down what I need to do today, it gives you this clarity and gives you an intention for the day, and it tells you exactly what you need to do to make today a successful day. And so this is really one of the keys here, is really getting more clarity, getting more intention around how you need to act. Because you've seen this before, I'm sure, right? That when you wake up and you don't do this, you don't have any goals for the day. What happens is you're aimless, you're directionless, right? You wander around, you don't know what to do. And here's the thing, an undirected, an aimless mind has no drive but basic impulses. It's going to be occupied by a need for immediate gratification and by an addiction to distraction, which means that if you don't aim your mind at something worthwhile, something valuable in your life, it's going to be distracted. It's going to be all over the place, thinking about stuff that doesn't matter. And that already leads us to key benefit number 2, which is writing down your goals focuses you on what truly matters in life. Most people spend most of their time, in fact, the best hours of their best days engaged in trivial pursuits. Thinking about things that really truly don't matter long term. Most people think more deeply and know more about the Kardashians or SpongeBob or their favorite TV show or what's going on in politics than they know about their own goals and values, about their own lives and how they want to live. And so, setting goals, writing them down really allows you to more intimately spend time with yourself, to, think a little bit about who you're trying to become, what you're trying to build. And if you think about it, on average, we humans think 60,000 thoughts every single day. If you don't deliberately take some of these thoughts and spend them on who you're trying to be, on this future vision of you, well then you're probably going to go back to the familiar past rather than the glorious future that you're trying to create. And so writing down your goals is really a fantastic way to go in your mind already into the future that you're trying to create and access that over and over and again, and thereby prime your brain to focus on the situations, the people, the circumstances, the conversations, the things, the habits, the thoughts that you need in order to actually achieve your goals. And so this is a really great way to do exactly that. Now, the third key I want to share with you that really why it's powerful to write down your goals is because this allows you to align your present self with your future self. Who you are today with who you want to be 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever it is. And the challenge that so many people face is these two things for them are, unattached. Meaning who they are today, they don't see the connection. They don't make the mental connection between who they are today, how they're showing up today, how they're thinking today, how they're feeling today, and how they're acting today with the results they're gonna get tomorrow. But the truth is that if you have a vision of who you want to be in the future, that requires certain thoughts, certain emotions, and certain actions today. If, for example, you want to run a marathon in 6 months from now, well, there's certain things you need to do today, isn't it? You need to run a certain amount of miles. You need to, recover in a certain way. You need to eat a certain way, sleep a certain way. There's certain things you need to do. If you want to be more happy and fulfilled, there's also certain things you need to do today, right? You can meditate maybe you want to go for a walk, maybe you want to see some friends, maybe you want to see a sunrise, maybe learn some more techniques, whatever it is. But our future selves actually achieving that, reaching that level requires us to act in certain ways today. And so writing down our goals really allows us to align these two things to make sure that how we're showing up today actually serves us in getting to better tomorrow. And so these are really the three key benefits. It gives you clarity and intention. It focuses your mind on really what matters most in life. And thirdly, it really allows you to align present self and future self and thereby make better choices and really gives you this roadmap for how you need to act today. And so here's exactly how you put this into practice. Well, you can do, a lot of ways here, of course. You can do, for example, like Gary Latham, right? You may write down 5 things that you must get done every day. What I do personally, and I find this really powerful, is I write down the 3 to 4 to 5 big goals that I have in my life. So the key areas, right? This is for my mental strength and happiness is one area, relationships is another, business and impact is another, and fitness and health. These are usually the 4 things that I really focus on, what I write down every single morning when I wake up. The first thing I do is I write down the 4 things, the vision for these 4 things, the big goal that I want to achieve. And then afterwards what I do is I break down below exactly what I need to do today to make these big goals happen, right? So for example, for my mental health, for my happiness, it's doing my morning ritual, it's visualizing, it's meditating, it's going out for a run so I have more energy, more clarity, more joy in everything that I do, right? And so you really want to break down exactly, what do you need to do today to make that long-term goal come true? And so this is really backed up by the research, but it's also backed up by real life. So for example, also about 1.5 years ago, I was talking to Olympic champion in gymnastics, Shannon Miller. She actually won 7 medals at the Olympics, was one of the greatest of all time. And what she shared with me is this goal setting system that she said really helped her become the best in the world. And so what she did from a very young age on, until, from when she was a little child on, every single day what she'd do is she'd take out a piece of paper and she'd write down on the first page the big goal that she had, which was, I am Olympic champion, the greatest gymnast in the world. But then what she would do is she'd flip the page around and she'd write down the 3 things that she had to do today in order to make that long-term vision come true. So it's like, hey, I've got to work out for 5 hours today. I've got to eat this kind of food. I've got to get, massage and sleep, whatever that was, right? And you can use the exact same principle by writing down the 3, 4 things, like I do, for example, that you absolutely want to achieve, the most important things in your life, in the biggest areas, right? What is it exactly that you want to create, that you want to be in your life? And then below that, what exactly do you need to do today to make that happen? And what's important here is not to focus on the trivial many, but on the important few. Meaning on the few things, on the vital few things They're truly essential in moving the needle forward. Because of course, right now today, you could probably do a million things to better your life. But a million things aren't going to happen. What you need to do is get crystal clear on what's my MVP, my most valuable project, meaning the most valuable, most effective, powerful thing that you can do today that's going to move the needle forward as much as possible. Because the more you can focus on that and schedule that into your life, the more you're going to make progress towards your goals today. And so that's really my wish for all of you guys today, is that you start writing down your goals. Literally the first thing in the morning when you wake up, when your brain, and this is also another key, transitions from unconsciousness to consciousness, meaning there's this movement. When we wake up and we we get out of bed, we start to wake up, and at the same time when we go to sleep, right? We're awake and then we fall asleep. There's this transitioning phase between consciousness and unconsciousness that's really the greatest way to affect and directly influence what's going on in your brain. And so when you do this first thing in the morning, what you do is really you prime your brain to have more clarity, more intention, and more focus on your goals. You're aligning who you are today with who you want to be in the future. You get total clear on the roadmap that you need to go on, and you feel more inspiration, more motivation, more drive, more urgency also to make this happen today. So that's my wish for all of you guys today. Wish you an awesome day and see you soon.